Whenever, whenever any government is allocating greater funds for helping the poor people, whenever any government is allocating funds to increase quality of education, whenever any government is taking initiative to strengthen education, healthcare, to strengthen basic infrastructure, to strengthen villages, to undertake real developmental work, try to appreciate that government. Try to appreciate. Such moments are very less. Most of the time, what we find, most of the time, what we find, the government is trying to increase the salaries of MPs, MLAs, public representatives. We don't have to appreciate such initiatives. The public servants, the public representatives, they have come primarily to serve people. So allocation of budgets to them or giving more financial resources to them may indirectly help, but that should be the last priority. The first priority should be government should allocate greater and greater fund for basic infrastructure, for development of basic infrastructure, for development of good quality educational institutions, for development of good healthcare facilities. If the government is appointing large number of inspectors, raise your voice to discourage it. Because we already have plenty of inspectors, plenty of hurdles. Nobody is able to do anything. If you want to do something, then there are 10 inspectors coming there asking you to stop it. Small entrepreneurs are harassed like anything by these government inspectors. Bureaucracy is at its peak, which is resulting into corruption, directly or indirectly. When you give greater powers to bureaucracy, what is the result? This is the result. There is no need to appoint more inspectors. Rather than this, the government should, if the government has to supervise anything, use technology. Rather than appointing 20 inspectors as traffic inspectors, the government should use cameras and other means. If somebody is speeding, immediately camera should record and penalty should be sent immediately to his home automatically without any human intervention. That should be the system. So you invest into infrastructure, you invest into development of technology, you invest into development of world-class supports services. If underdeveloped countries have to develop, then they have to strengthen their basic infrastructure. They have to create support system. They must develop villages. They must help their villagers. And they must create a sense of pride. People in every underdeveloped country should develop a sense of pride and should strengthen their traditional industries, strengthen their cottage industries, strengthen their art and craft. Everybody must love and respect the age old technologies and help this technology in its transition. All age old technologies that we are using anywhere in the world, all of them are environment friendly. All of them are environment friendly. It is the modern technologies that we are importing from the West, they are damaging our environment. They are causing mass damages. So we have to, if we have an age old technology, which for generations we are using, use it, promote it, apply latest tools to make it viable in the present context, and be careful in spreading latest technologies because many of the latest technologies are not environment friendly. There is a need of research on these dimensions. There is a need of research to identify which technologies are environment friendly and which technologies are not environment friendly. Those technologies which are not environment friendly, they must be stopped. So we should, yesterday, Industry Association of my city, Bikaner city, they did a very good thing. What they found that government departments have a tendency that if some machine is not working properly, they put it as a junk and throw it away, sell it out, and buy a new one. This has become a modern fashion. If something is not proper, throw it, buy something new. We do not even think how much piles of wastage we are creating, how much damage we are doing to the resources. Governments after governments are approving such initiatives. Recently, the governments even encouraged people to stop using old vehicles, even if they are good, start buying new vehicles. Why? Do you ever realize how will these how much damage we are causing to the world's resources? The world has limited resources. So the industry association took a decision that we will repair and renovate all existing equipments. In this process, in the hospital, there were some 82 stretchers. They repaired and renovated those 82 stretchers. There were 212 fans which are not working. They got them repaired and renovated, 212 old fans, and got them installed properly. I must salute them. They have took a very important decision. Let's promote 3R. 3Rs are reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce, reuse, recycle. They are very important and we need to promote them. We need to develop such technologies which help us in repairing and renovating old equipments, make them useful in the present context, and in this way we will be able to minimize the wastage. We will be minimizing the damage to the environment. My father used only one pen throughout his life. Only one pen. And that's what he used to keep with him always. And in today's generation, what we find, people use a pen and throw it away. Use a pen, throw it away. Every day they are changing pen. You don't realize how much damage you are causing to the environment. How much damage you are causing to the environment. Try to see it. Try to think about it. Respect those people who were so conscious towards the environment, they always use single pen throughout their life. They refill the ink if required. My father had hardly 2 or 3 dresses which he used to keep. One pair of chappal, ordinary chappal, that's all. Throughout his life, he had one pair of ordinary rubber chappal which he used to keep. We should become conscious that we have to minimize the use of resources. The world does not have infinite resources. And we have to take a pledge. We have to become cautious in using these scarce resources. We should try to minimize the use of the resources. All of us should try to adopt such approaches that we will not cause any damage to our environment. We will not use any material unnecessarily. We will not waste resources unnecessarily. Even my father used to be so cautious. If there was a slip of paper, he would not throw it. One sided paper he would use. If there is a paper which has one side usable, he will keep as a bunch. Whenever required, he'll use them. He used to communicate with his friends, with his relative on postcards. In those times, we used to have postcards. So, a postcard used to be of this size, something like 2 or 3 inch by 5 inch, something like. And he used to write with very small letters, very in very good handwriting. Every matter that he had to share with his friends, he used to write on postcard, post it, and he used to also get postcard and reply. He was so careful about using resources. I'm sharing it with you because I wish that people in present times who are so casual towards our resources, we should become more responsible. We should not waste our resources. We should not take it for granted that these resources are available. We should not promote such technologies which are causing damage to our environment. We should not promote such technologies which are creating destruction for us. So we have to change the perspective of our research, change the perspective of our thought process. We should use our pen to sensitize people, to make people realize that, look, it is our duty to become responsible. Nobody else. It is we who have to take initiative. We have to become responsible. It is our duty to make people responsible. We have to become responsible ourselves and ask everybody to be responsible.